And as a reminder, you're only gonna have you'll have your thumb underneath one side, fingers on the top of the other side, and then finger on the top. So everybody, just let's do that grab first. Oh, let me take my watch off. Let's do that grab first. And what we're gonna do 20 presses with our finger so that the sai comes up on our forearm, okay? So ready? So put your hands out like that, and you're gonna press with your finger, ready? Each, and release. Each, nay, song, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju, each, nay, song, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Good. Now, turn your hands vertically, and I actually want you to, just so that we're kind of playing with what's going on, we're going to pull with our fingers and press with our thumb just to see what that does, okay? So ready? Each, knee, and see how it pops it up, good or bad. Ready? Each, knee, song, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. Each, knee, song, chi, go, rook, sich, hach, ku, ju. All right, just because those are different ways that, we can control. All right, and so now open, close, open, close. Everybody feel okay to do 2 at a time? If you don't, you could do 1 at a time. I don't know, there's something symmetrical about it. So when you close, go for finger on top. When you open, go for thumb on the middle of that section, okay? Open, squeeze with the thumb, close, push with the finger. Squeeze with the thumb, push with the finger. One thing about working with a weapon is, when you think about how many punches each one of you guys has thrown, there's lots and lots and lots of punches, so you don't think about it. When you learn a form, you're not really thinking about your punches, which is sometimes why I have to critique your punches, right? So we want to make our basic techniques happen whether we're thinking about them or not, and that just means you have to do them a lot of times. So good for your arm strength too. Anybody feeling it in their arms? Like, oh, these are heavy. Let's do 10 more. Does anybody feel the difference between their dominant hand and their, like my left hand was a little bit less steady than my right hand? Okay, so now, thumb underneath, hand, finger, we're gonna step and punch. Step and punch, okay? Go. And pretend like you're striking with your finger, right? So and then the sai is an extension of that. So step, poke them in the solar plexus with your finger. Poke. I guess I could move backwards and poke. I don't need to walk backwards. Now, I want you to think about those 3 places that we worked on, right? So we have the fingers, and the thumb. So I want you to press down with your finger, pull back with these fingers, and press up with your thumb, right? So I want you to feel all 3 places. Strike, strike, so that you're really moving the sai forward and you're thinking about that hand position. And then you might need to, kind of with tonfa, I needed to relax my fingers after demonstrating that. So you might need to relax your fingers sometimes. But when you're striking, be strong in your fingers. And I'm going to relax them as I move back, maybe. Okay, now same thing, except open poke. So do a poke with the blunt end and then a spear, okay? So we're gonna do 1, 2, step, 1, flip, 2. And when you flip this time, you're gonna have it kind of parallel to the floor, if that makes sense to you. Okay, so poke vertical, flip, thumb on top, pressing down with your thumb. Okay, go. And I'm still with like a straight punch, right? So it's over my front leg. And we're gonna repeat these two things in reverse also, but we're here on the straight side first. Woo! And if you make a mistake, like on that one, I kind of bobbled it a little bit, but keep going. Even if, you know, like I kind of had, I think one of my fingers flipped around and it was in the wrong place. Just keep going. And it's okay, because sometimes with a weapon like this, you also want to be able to bobble it and get it back to where you want it, okay? So it's okay. You know, mistakes are all right that way. You know, best to have the correct grip, better to have a good grip than to drop it or let someone take it from you. All right, let's do one more set of those, just like that same way. Punch, poke. Okay, now we're gonna return to the strike, but we'll do it as a reverse. So we're gonna return, step, punch, but as a reverse, go. My fingers need a little break, so I was going forward and back, but then, you know, just sometimes you have to relax your fingers. Now, I've been doing my strikes kind of like our Ishinru snap punches, you know, so I haven't been extending too far, and I've been going and pulling back. So now we're gonna still do a reverse punch, but I'm going to do it more like a thrust. I'm gonna go like that, okay? And step, strike, pull back. My only warning is like, you know, don't like get yourself in the ribs. Go. Make sure your thigh comes back flat to your body. Wait a minute, reverse. There we go. I know you want to flip it and do the spear. We're getting there. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're getting there. I want to too. Ooh, does anybody else I feel like with this extended one, like now I can feel the thigh pressing up against my forearm. I wasn't really conscious of it before, but now that it's extended and my arm is straighter, it feels important right now to have finger pressing down, fingers secure, and now really feel that as you extend your arm, feel the long part of the thigh up against your forearm, okay? Go. My side's getting caught on my gi every once in a while. Okay, now back to more of your snap punch style, okay? But step into your reverse, strike, step, strike. We're not going to do the punch first, okay? So you're gonna step, flip, strike, step, flip, strike. And play around with the timing, because I know I wasn't doing it correctly just then, but I know when I do my step and my flip on the side just right, my foot can land in the front at the same time that the point can hit, and the stepping can help you, right? Do this for me. Just get your size kind of out of the way, and do your crescent step. Do your crescent step. Put your size down for just a second. I want you to see something. I always think about, when I think about crescent steps, I think about the shape on the floor. Are you guys the same? Like it's the feet, okay? So now, watch my body for a second. I want you to think about my shoulder, my hip, and my ankle, and I want you to see if I make a C vertically, up and down. Ready? You see that? Do you see that little hole? Right? So when your body makes this shape, when your body gets out of the way, that's the time to open the thigh, because the thigh is flat, but the long part has to come near your body. So when you open it, right, when you open your stance, I'm just gonna call it that, right? When we open our stance to step, boom, that's a good time to flip, okay? So try to go slow enough that you can match that up. Go. Whew, nice job. My arms are feeling it. All right, so let's give our arms just a little bit of a break, but continue to hold the size. We're just gonna do some front kicks, and this is just really 60 seconds of a break for our arms, okay? So kick, kick, but do a good job keeping your guard up, right? That's your practice right now. Your side practice is guard position while you kick. Go, do some good front kicks, please. Okay, now let's add a jab, right? So let's do our kick, kick, flip, jab. And we'll do that upward jab that Zach was doing in the beginning, that we do in Seisan, kind of in that L series, right? So we're gonna go kick, flip, jab, up and out, right? Right. Probably enters here and exits there. Kick him in the solar plexus. And I'm gonna keep the rest on the inside of my head. The rest of my comment. Okay. All right, now let's be a little trickier. So we're gonna use an elbow strike to come across. So we're gonna come across, and normally I would hold my elbow this way, but because the sai is out there, I'm gonna kind of come across with that long side facing, so that if I was the one receiving it, the blade end would come across and hit me this way, okay? So just the elbow, cross, cross. Now, I'm really just playing around with techniques right now. I'm not really saying anything is a good technique or a bad technique. I'm experimenting myself, taking my own empty hand knowledge and putting it into the size. I don't know that I want to hit something, that would come back and hit me. But I feel like it would be really strong. So let's just try it, see how we feel about it, okay? And you make your own judgments. Make your own judgments about, oh yeah, this would be good for me. I like this one. And I actually like it, even though I'm the one who said your hand is in front of your face. I like this one because even though your hand is in front of your face, your body is turning and your arm is attached for the ride. So your face should be over here. Your face really shouldn't be in the way, right? Because you'll turn out of the way as you do the strike. Yeah, good. Keep going. Do it one more time, then we're gonna add on to it. Okay, now let's use the hooky part of the sai. I can't say this in the kids' class. Well, maybe I could. I don't know. I gotta think about that. Somebody translated this old Japanese document that was talking about sais, and they were talking about like the shape of it and whatnot, and that, but the kanji. Oh, this would be great for Mahiro and Myra. If I just want to call both of you at the same time, I'm just going to say Mahira. So research, I'm going to give this as an assignment to you because it's hilarious and it'll be funnier coming from you guys than from me. So research the kanji for sai And then see if you can figure out what this part down here is called. And if you can't find it, I'll show you what I saw. But it's hilarious, and you'll like it, and it's funny. It's definitely, it's like a kid's joke. It's super, super funny. Okay. I have no idea what I was gonna do. Okay, now. Elbow strike across, and then come back and use the hooky part, because there's probably a better name, but I'm gonna call it hooky part. So come across, and then come back, right? So you're gonna go hit, and then pull through. Everybody get that? Go ahead. And now I've got to turn my hand a little bit, right? So it's flat on the way out, turn it to pull it back. Flat on the way out, turn it to pull it back. So you're aware of where the sections of your weapon are. Oh, and sometimes that happens. My finger, I have to be aware every once in a while, check in. Every once in a while, my pinky likes to slide under for security purposes, and I have to remind myself to pull it back out. Okay, go. All right, let's do that one more time. Okay, good. Now, rising block, strike. Rising block, strike. Rising block, strike. I'm going to go corner to corner. Okay, go. All right, still that, one more time. Rising block and strike. There you go. And it's okay, I was trying to get it to be one motion. It's okay if it's two motions. Boom, up, flip, strike, up, flip, strike. All right, so how many of you, so come to the screen and either give me a 1 or a 2. Were you doing it in one motion or were you doing it in two motions? Okay, I see a 2. I see some 2s, I see a 1. All right, so now let's try to do it as 1. Okay, so here's your strike. You're gonna flip them. One goes in, one goes out at the same time as you transition. It's okay if you have to slow down to do it, but just try. All right, just try. Do a little bit. Go, one more time. Get your feet set. Get your feet set, right? Remember, one of the most important things about training weapons, Zach, stop and listen. One of the single most important things about training with a weapon is that weapons do not make your karate better. And in fact, they make it weaker. They make it look more weak, right? So if your foundation, like if your stances aren't underneath, work with your weapons, then it expands the look of how bad the weapons are, okay? So make sure that the foundation and the basics are underneath what you're doing, right? You know, somebody might watch this video later and have no idea that I have less than 100 hours of Sai because I've got thousands of hours of this, right? It's so bring those thousands of hours, because guess what? Each one of you as green belts, you have thousands of hours of karate. It's not hundreds anymore. You have thousands of hours. So get that in there. Don't let it, you know, slack. All right, we're gonna move on though. All right, so we're gonna flip both. We're gonna come up with an X block and then down to the side, okay? We're gonna flip both, come up with an X block, down to the side. When you go, if my right leg is the straight leg, my right hand is on the inside. And then I switch, left hand, boom. And I want you pressing out with those thumbs. Press out, up and out. Up and out to the straight leg side. So we're gonna go up, out, out to the straight leg side, both hands in front. That's better. Yep. Make sure you're lifting too, not just going out, because if something's coming in, you've got to lift it above your head and parry it to the side. So make sure that the X is not below your eyes. Make sure the X is up, right? And so think about like a rising block, right? So a rising block would be here. This X has to be at least here, right? It has to match up to where your head would be protected. Boom. Block and parry. Go. Do a few more. Pushing out, pushing out, pushing out. Get those arms out. Get those arms out so they feel strong. Thumbs behind the work of the Sai. No, don't let them be bent. If your arms are bent, then it's just going to hit you in the head. Okay? Get out. And I've gotten real clangy with it because it just feels more powerful, right? I think it's so often I try to be quiet with things, right? But clang those bad boys. All right, do it one more time and be clangy. Do it one more time and be clangy, and then we're gonna do something else. All right. Woo. All right, nicely done. All right, so let's take the last few minutes of class and do Seisan kata with the Sais, okay? And we're still kind of ironing it out, but we'll do it to the best level that we're at right now. I think we'll still make some changes over time. All right, ready? So, Furudashi, feet together. You're gonna step out, bow, come back, Furudashi, circle, step, block, strike. I don't love that block, we'll change that later. Step, strike, step, strike. Flip both. X block, step through, parry it, look, flip, step, smack with the outside, smack, flip, pull, flip, smack, flip, pull, step, smack, flip, pull. Look to the left, open, strike, strike, kick, strike, open, strike, strike, kick, flip, strike. And I've changed this. I don't even know what we've done before, Dawn. Open, strike, strike, kick, strike. Open both, pull in, roll over, poke, up through, pull back, step, kick, open, close, reverse strike. Open, pull in, step over, up and through, sorry, not step over yet, pull back, step over, kick, open, close, strike, open, close, up, step forward, high, low, step back, open, close, turn, kick, pull, strike, pull back, open, double, close, hands feet together, bow. Woohoo, woohoo. All right, does anybody have any questions? You're just taking Seisan kata and you're adapting it. You're adding the weapon to it, okay? All right, Furudashi. Hands feet together. Step forward with the left and out and in. Open, set, step, scoop, punch, step, punch, step, punch. Look, double, shuffle, parry, look, close, open, hook, pull. I'm gonna slide a little closer. Step, open, hook, pull. Step, open, hook, pull. In, open, open the other one, strike, strike, kick, close both, reverse punch with the blunt end. Look over your right shoulder, open, open the other one, strike, strike, kick, close, reverse punch. Look, smack, strike, strike, kick, reverse punch. Open both. Come in. Close. Step in, poke, step back, step over, kick, open, close, reverse strike. Open. Come in. Up under, pull back, step over, kick, open, close, strike. Open both, pull in, high, low, pull back, open, close, pull, kick, strike, pull, pull in, double spear down, open. I don't know about that part. Close. I don't know if we need a fancy ending or not. All right, I think we have time. Let's do it one more time. One more time. All right, ready? Furudashi. In, out, bow. In, bow, open. I don't know, there's a whole fancy thing. I just messed that whole part up. Hold on one second. Do it over. In, step out, greeting, step back, whatever. Scoop, punch, step, punch, open, X, parry, boom, close, open, pull, open, flip, pull, open, flip, pull, stack, open, strike, strike, kick, close, punch, look, open, open the other one, strike, strike, kick, close, punch, look, open, strike, strike, kick, close, punch, look, open, pull in, flip, strike under, pull back, step over, kick, open, close, reverse strike, up. And I think I just leave that open right there. Pull back, flip, strike, pull back, step over, kick, open, close, strike, open, scoop, high, low, step back, open, pull. And then kind of hook it, right? Because we're gonna grab and pull, kick, pull, strike, pull in, double, and finish. I was pretty happy with that version. If you're gonna watch this video, rewind that version and do that one again. There were probably some little variations between them right now. All right, nice job, you guys. Hands and feet together. Arigato. Great, great job. Woo.